In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the best quarterback X factors in Madden 23. Today in total, we are going to have 11 X factors to rank for quarterbacks. Now, before we get into the first one, I do want to go ahead and shout out the comment of the day real quick. But let's get into it. I really only think 2 are bad. So at my number 11 spot, I'm going to have first one free. This is pretty good for like a scrambling quarterback, but it's not like it makes it to where you can't fumble, right? This is where you have to rush for 10 yards. You can't get tackled for a loss. And when you enter the zone with this ability, it increases the fake out rate of the next juke, spin, or hurdle, which, I mean, it increases it, right? But you're doing that with your quarterback. It's a little bit risky. Not a big fan of this for a quarterback. Now, at number 10, we're going to go ahead and have Freight Train, which pretty much the same thing. Freight Train, pretty much you're going to break the first tackle, but it's not like guaranteed, right? It's just an increased chance to break the next tackle. Same thing to activate it, rush for 10 yards. And again, it's pretty good until you fumble, right? Now, I'll be honest with you. Every other ability is completely viable to run. So I could see why you would run all 9 abilities. Now, at number 9 for me, I'm going to go ahead and have Bazooka. It increases your max throw distance by 15 yards. You complete 30 plus yard in air passes, which this was really good last year, right? I liked it a lot more last year. This year, however, reason why I'm not a big fan of it is because of the fact that one play touchdowns and everything, really hard. Really hard to get this year because the pass rush is insane. So Bazooka, if you can get the time for it, it's good. But again, you get knocked out the zone if you take a sack. And then right after that, at number 8, I'm going to go ahead and have Blitz Radar. I really like Blitz Radar, but this is one of the ones that actually has a counter to it, which you don't want your X Factor to have a counter to it, right? So when your quarterback enters the zone with this ability, all blitzing linebackers and defensive backs can be highlighted. But the thing at the bottom says you can be bluffed by it, which, like low level players probably will not do that. But if you're playing someone really, really good at the game, they put people in bluff blitzes. You think they're blitzing, they're not blitzing. It can really screw you up. So that's why I'm a little bit lower on it, but I do like it a little bit better than Bazooka. And then at number 7, I'm going to go ahead and have Brick Wall. I think Brick Wall is really, really good, especially if there is a really overpowered blitz this year that basically just gets someone to come in free, right? So it's pretty easy to activate as well. You just make consecutive passes for 5+ yards in the air. Not really too hard to activate. So for this one, while you're in the pocket, you're almost guaranteed to break the first stack attempt by any blitzing defender. I think more likely than not, you are going to go ahead and break that tackle like it's saying, which, if there's like a blitz like 146 in Madden 20 or like a crazy loop blitz, just get this active and you can break the first sack, but the problem is, you got to get it active first to blitz, right? And then at number 6, I'm going to have Truz. Truz, your quarterback doesn't fumble. It's really, really good if you're scrambling a lot with your quarterback, stepping up. This is actually going to be really, really good this year. Here's why. So this year, it's not going to be something where I think you're going to be rolling out a lot. I think it's going to be a lot of stepping up in the pocket, right? And the annoying thing about stepping up in the pocket is the potential to fumble, especially when you're trying to slide. So this is pretty easy to activate as well. Rush for 1+ yards. Think you got to do it like 5 times. On all Madden, I'm not quite sure how many times you have to do it, but yeah, I think it's going to be a really, really viable option even for pocket passers this year, because again, how important stepping up in the pocket's going to be. Now we are in the top 5. At number 5, give me dots. So with the dots right here, right, accurate passers know that the ball placement is different between touchdown and turnover. When they enter the zone, all passes are thrown with perfect accuracy. This is great. This is great, especially at the start of the year in Ultimate Team, and also if you have a low-level X-Factor quarterback in your franchise, right? But once they reach like certain overalls, like they start hitting the thresholds for accuracy, this becomes less important, right? So if you have a lower overall quarterback, really nice to have, but when they reach certain overalls, they're just gonna make every throw anyway, so you're kind of wasting it. And then at number 4, we're gonna have the brand new one, Escape Artist. Escape Artist, if you remember it last year, it was super OP. Why is it not at number 1 then, given how OP it was last year? Well, contain logic in this game is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I do not think the Escape Artist X Factor is going to be OP. I just don't. I'd rather use some other X factors in the game, because I think this is going to lead to some, like, trying to get the Escape Artist and playing with the Escape Artist is going to lead to some really bad habits. So I would completely avoid it, but I do think it will have its use. I just do not think it's going to be as good as you think it's going to be. And then at number 3, I'm going to go ahead and have Pro Reads. Now, I actually think this one is a little bit annoying. I wish it just did the second part of its X factor instead of the first. So when they enter the zone, the open receiver is highlighted, right? I don't really like that. I can see the open receiver, but the reason why I'm so high on this is they ignore defensive pressure. So you basically get built-in fearless in your quarterback, which is awesome to have, man. And pro reads, not a hard X factor to get either. Just make consecutive passes for 5+ yards in the air. Pretty easy and also really, really good. And on the number 2 spot, I'm going to have Gambit. So when they enter the zone, they can't be intercepted by AI defenders. So that's not why it's number 2 for me. It's because they have increased throw speed as well. So imagine having like a set feet lead or something, like a throw power ability combined with this. Your quarterback is going to be slanging the rock, man. It is a really, really good X factor. But at my number 1 spot is going to be Omaha. Omaha is literally cheating, man. You literally see the defensive coverage. It is absolutely insane. Yeah, y'all, that is my advice. If you're looking for your X factors to run on your quarterback, I recommend Omaha because, again, it's just so good, right? Or you could literally, I think you could run any of the 9 besides Freight Train First One Free. So yeah, that would be my advice for y'all. If you did enjoy this video, you would like videos like this, make sure to go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. Going to be uploading daily Madden 23 content, so I hope to see y'all in the next video. If you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I went over ranking the best regs teams or just best teams in Madden 23.